Crewton Ramone's houseofmath.com. We're working with Sarah, still playing with integers. Here are 6 problems. Let's see how many of them she gets correct. Okay, so she just went through and did them. And let's see here on the first one. If I owe 6 and I have 5, do I still have 1? If I owed 6, what'd you leave off? There you go. Okay.
Okay.
That's correct, right?
Yeah.
-7, -8 more, -15.
Yeah, all negative.
Okay. This is basically a fancy way of saying 8 plus 5. Got it. -6 plus negative. Very good, very good. Okay. Now we're into a problem. I owe 7. I have 2. Okay, good. She got her own mistake. Good. Now look at this one. I owe 7 and I have 2. Is the answer different? How'd you come up with -9?
Oh.
If this said -2 plus, right? Okay, so now I owe 7, I only have 2. How can I get all the way to 9? Yeah. Okay. Can you see, and I see this with other students, but with this student, we're going to need to do some more explaining and get the blocks out to show what we have here. So what do we have? We have -7 plus 2, and over here I have 2 plus -7. Are these two statements different? Are these two expressions different?
No.
Then why is the answer different? Okay, well, make the answer the same and we'll be correct. In other words, this needs to be negative because I have -7 plus 2, right? Or 2 plus -7, I wind up with -5. I have -7 plus 2, I wind up with -5.
Oh, that.
Now, let's take a look here. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, let's see. I have -7. See it? Plus 2. Right? -7 plus 2.
Oh, -5.
It's -5. See it right there? That would be -5 would fit right there. I could get out the -5 too, just to make sure. Right? So we can see. What I have right here is 0. See it? There's the 0. The 2 and the -2 make 0. And what's left is, but the other way to look at it is if I have a hole that's 7 feet deep, right? And I put 2 feet of dirt in there, I still got a 5-foot deep hole. See that?
Yeah.
There's 100 different ways for teachers to explain this. Now, the other thing to look at is that, look, here is -7. Is that what it says? And here's 2. And what this says is combine those two, and I get -5. Now look over here. Here's +2 and -7. Did anything change?
No.
Okay, just in the symbols it did, but over here, it's the same blocks. It's the same thing. I stick them together, and I still get -5. See that? Does that make sense? Okay. And this is the important part. I have to go look at that. This is where you can tell whether they got it or not, because the last time she said yes, her face said no. This time she said yes, and her face agreed with her that yes, that she understood it. All right, so you want to do some more? Okay. So let's do some warm-ups where we build some tens and stuff, and then we'll do some algebra, and the hour will probably be over. Maybe some fractions. Direct method, as opposed to indirect method by using algebra or using other things to get the point across. This is direct, just the blocks, no symbols at this point. Still, to bring the point home. Okay, wait. So first we'll start off with this. That's 6 plus 7, how much?
13.
Okay. Is that how you would add 13, or would you make it like this?
Yeah, you can make it like this.
Alright, so now if I say 7 plus 6, did anything change?
No.
No. Okay. Now, what if I do this? Negative and negative. Now what?
No, it's the same. Like,
Is it the same as before? There you go. But now it's -13.
Yes.
What if I did this?
It's the same.
How much?
13. -13.
Okay. So it doesn't matter if I put them like this or like that. If I put it like that, still the same, right?
Yeah.
Okay, now we're going to make, what if I do this? Oh, now that one's +7 and -6. Now what? So what's the answer?
Positive 1.
Okay, good. Now what if I did this? Now what? Now it's 6 plus 7. Negative 6 plus 7.
It's still the same. Positive 1.
Still the same. Very good. Okay, so wait. Now I'm going to change everything around. What if I made this one negative and this one positive? Now what?
Negative 1.
Okay, good. What if I did this though? Negative 7 and 6. Did it change?
No.
What do I have?
Negative 1.
Okay. Do you see the 0?
Yeah.
Okay, so when I do this, when they're the same sign, definitely doesn't change anything, does it?
No.
Okay. And when they're the same sign again, doesn't matter what order they come in, it's the same, right?
Yeah.
Now, if I change one sign, things change a lot. But it doesn't matter what order they come in, does it?
No.
If I put this one first, or if I put this one first, the answer is still the same.
Yeah.
And if I change this one over and make this one negative, doesn't matter which one comes first.
Yeah.
And this one comes, right?
Yeah.
Still going to have the same answer, negative 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now we need to be able to look at the symbols and see if we can relate the symbols to the blocks. And we may have to go through a stage here with some of your children, especially the more severely sped, right? So, whatever label they're sticking on these kids, right? What are they call it? Mildly, intermediate, and severely, or whatever. Same thing with the autistic. Mildly autistic, severely autistic, alright. Whatever label they're putting on them, a good approach is to, and if they're not, if they're completely quote-unquote normal kids, you put the step in there where they're drawing. Okay, so they get the blocks in the concrete, then they move to drawings, and then they move to symbols. Alright, this student we've played a lot, so sometimes we skip around and don't use all the steps. But the most effective way of getting your point across is to start in the concrete, make them draw pictures of it, draw pictures, and you like to draw, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
One of your favorite things. And then move to the symbols. So here we're going to go directly to the symbols without the drawing step. Okay, so I'm going to write a few of these things down and see how well it works out. So these are not all the combinations, but just as many combinations as I could fit with a tray there. And also you don't want to overwhelm them with too many problems, because then it looks all hard and scary and stuff.
Yeah.
So let's give a few. Oops.
Oh.
See if she's doing it right. Okay. Are these two problems different? And notice how they're in pairs.
Huh?
This says 6 minus 7. This one says negative 7 plus 6. Are those two problems different? Let's get the blocks out. Get the blocks out and show me. Show me 6 and negative 7. Alright, show me the first one in the right order. There it is,
Oh, I know already.
What is it? Yeah, what about this one? Ah.
Oh, forgot.
Okay, so you see, it's the same thing, right? Both of these are the same. I don't apologize. I just want you to see what's going on there, right? Make sense? Okay, that they're same.
Yeah.
All right, so let's use the same symbols, and we'll change the signs around. Okay, so now we have just changed. We have the same numbers, but we've changed the signs all around. And now I've added an extra thing that I see in one of her test prep textbooks, where they put this in parentheses. So what does that mean? That means the opposite of negative 6, right? And over here that means the opposite of negative 7. And over here that means the opposite of negative 6. Or excuse me, negative 7 right there. Alright, so we just added some extra symbols. Does it change anything?
No.
Okay, doesn't change anything at all.
No.
Can you show me with blocks what this one says?
Okay, this.
So it said, okay, good. She's got the negative 7.
And this.
Okay, so wait a minute. Now it says negative 6.
Right.
But wait a minute, it says the opposite of negative 6. What do you do when it does that? What do you do to the 6? Is this negative 6?
Yes.
Can you show me the opposite of negative 6?
Oh.
There you go. Now you can stick them together. Because see, we're just combining. Always, we're combining. We have this whole fallacy about addition and subtraction. It's just combining two things. And we need to know whether they're negative or positive. So from a very early age, and I'm talking early age, I mean like when they can count, when they first master the skill of counting, that concept should be one of the concepts that they learn, that it's just combining, and we can have positive and negative, and it's not that big of a deal. 5-year-old kids can do this. Okay, so, but if you try to use the number line, you're screwed. Because the number line, I'm telling you, ineffective teaching method, absolutely doesn't work, and yet we persist at all costs. Alright, so can you tell me what the answer is and write it down? And actually the cost is pretty high because we use a lot of students with just that silly thing. Okie dokie! Next one. Is this the same as this one? Can you see if it's the same or different or not? What does it say? It says...
No, it's the same.
It's the same. I have a... He's getting the black... I have a 6 and I owe a 7. Just like before.
Switch around.
Does it matter?
Yeah.
Does it?
Same.
Same answer. Okay.
Okay.
Keep going. Now just read it. Be able to read the math. What does that say? Okay, you got the positive 6, but what does that say?
Oh, wait.
Right, you got the positive 6. Are you showing me a positive 6?
Oh, yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we said, okay, so you started off with this, right? But then you saw, oh, it's the opposite of that. So she flipped it over. Good. Alright, so now what do I have? If I have, hold on, oh really? What do I have if I have, interesting, if I have positive 6 and positive 7, did anything change from the math you learned when you were a tiny little girl? Mm-hmm. What's 6 plus 7?
Oh.
Okay. I know, I'm going to hold her feet to the fire. Why? Okay, no, why are you getting this one out?
Oh, nothing.
Okay. But I saw you grab it. Why would you grab that? Is there any point?
Mm-mm.
Do you need it? Alright. Next one. Ah! You can see it's the same already, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, see? Making progress right there. But see, 1 or 2 problems does not a pro make. We need 18 to 20 impressions, maybe more, because of the autism, to build that neural pathway so that these symbols make sense, and she can do it every time she sees them with different symbols. Like, or when I say different symbols, I mean different numbers. Right now we're fooling around with 6 and 7, but we need to fool around with all kinds of combinations. And then you gotta practice. Boom! There it is. Okay. And the point is not that the child does every single darn problem. There you go, right? Because those two are the same too, right? Very good. Alright, and I like that. And I can see on the expression on her face. She gets it, she understands, a smile there, right? There's nothing confused. No lost look. Okay, but the idea is that you have to practice lots and lots of different combinations, right? That's why I told you do your homework. That's why you're in trouble with me, because I told you do your homework 3 times in a row now, and for 3 different sessions, I come here and you haven't done your homework. Alright, so, you need to practice. Once you get this, you need to reinforce it by practicing. Alright?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And when I say practice, I mean just do lots of different problems like this, with lots of different numbers. So I'm going to give me your notebook over there, and I'm going to make a whole bunch of different problems for you to do. But we'll do something else now. You can do those for homework, okay? And it better be done when I get back here. Alright. Okay, so here are 20 problems that she did before, where she got like 3 out of them. Caught her own mistakes here though afterwards. I didn't tell her that. And then we had 1 here that's incorrect. And then I made up 20 more. Now, you don't have to do them all at once, right? You can do 1 row on one day and 1 row on another day, or you can break it up. You've got 7 days between now and the next time you see me. So get these done, and then get some work out of your test prep book done too. Okay? Alright, don't just smile, because that's what you did last time. And you do it, just get it done. Okay? And not tell me that you did on the computer. Take a pencil and paper out and do these. Okay? Alright. Deal?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, shake. Okay. So, now, we're going to go fool around with some algebra. Enough of this foolishness. Let's play algebra. What do you say? Okay. Is algebra one of your favorite things?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, and one last thing I wanted to say is the idea is that we don't do every single problem with the blocks. In fact, when she does these at home, you don't have the blocks to do them with, right?
No.
You have to be able to see these blocks in your mind, and pretty soon you don't need the blocks at all.
Yeah.
And then we get to the point where we have mastery, where we don't even need those silly symbols. If I tell you -6 plus 5, you can tell me the answer. What is -6 plus 5? Just to see.
Oh, -6 plus 5.
Yes.
Wait, -2.
-6 plus 5? How are you getting a 2 out of that?
Oh, -1.
Okay. Good. Where'd the 2 come from?
Nothing. Nowhere.
Okay. Alright, let's do algebra.
CrewtonRamoneHouseOfMath.com.
Crewton Ramone's HouseOfMath.com for more. Okay. And for those of you with the password, you can see us doing algebra, right? Doing the negative algebra. Okay. Right, negative expressions and factoring and having fun. Is it fun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.